Hi, it's Gary Kayye. We are here in Orlando at the Alamo E4 AV Tour, second stop of the year, and here with Rich Ventura. Rich Ventura, you are the, director of what?
It's Vice President of Product Marketing Solutions Operations.
Okay, Vice President of Product Marketing Solutions and Operations. Mm-hmm. Right, okay. Now, one thing that I know you are, and I've known you for, is the very first time I ever saw the word digital signage was on a brochure from your company at NEC, and you've been there ever since the very beginning. So you know more about digital signage than any individual that I probably know that works for a manufacturer right now. So I'm not just trying to get your head to grow big. I'm just being honest with you. You do know a lot about digital signage.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. We saw a great opportunity in the industry, and we looked at how our products can fit with it. Not even our current products, but what we can do in the future and what customers need to really help develop new technologies and new products for that market.
Yeah, and you've maintained a leadership position since the very beginning. You've driven a lot of the segments of the market. Like, just off the top of my head, fast casual is an area that NEC was absolutely dominant in first, and I think in many ways sort of created the path for everybody else to even get into that market.
Yeah, we looked at the restaurant segment with QSR, fast casual, quick dining, things like that. Huge growth opportunity, and in the last 2-3 years, that's been a really big growth opportunity for the U.S. We're now seeing that happening over in Europe as well, and Latin America even. So it's continuing to grow. We're going to start seeing the next cycle come back for outdoor. That's going to be the next big growth area for the restaurant space.
What about interactive in that space? Do you see much interactive there, or is it more just sort of dynamic signage?
We got some companies that are doing kiosks for self-ordering. You'll see that a lot of fast casuals have been testing that. The problem we have is we also have these cell phones, and people are ordering off their cell phones now, and so mobility is becoming bigger in there. We have seen some people try, believe it or not, interactive in the drive-thru. Place an order while you're sitting in a drive-thru. I still don't get that one from a safety perspective. Yeah. But most of the interaction we're seeing is really interaction between your cell phone and the screens and the technology, be it from text messaging, apps. We're seeing some people even testing things like NFC and iBeacon out there as well.
What about sort of trends in retail? Certainly if you go to the mall 4 years ago and you go to the mall now, there's been a substantial increase in the number of displays everywhere. Everybody seems to be doing digital signage. Is that a huge growth opportunity still, or is it starting to get saturated?
Smart retail is starting to become stronger and stronger. When I say smart retail, it's just not putting a screen up to have a screen. It's doing more than just a screen. It's adding analytics, cameras, facial recognition, VIP recognition. Video walls are growing still dramatically in the retail segment. I think with more and more push of the 4K content, we're going to start seeing more growth in those video walls. That's something that we looked at NEC is the potential can video walls, how do video walls play in the 4K scheme of things. So that I think we're going to see a lot of growth. Interactive is going to continue to grow. We're going to see it everywhere.
And what about other certainly the digital signage market is double-digit growth since the beginning of the industry, and it's going to continue double-digit growth. Where do you see some of the trends? Where are some of the areas that integrators can get into that are some of the low-hanging fruit, because there's a lot of opportunity there?
The kiosk space, interactive is huge. The one spot I think that everyone ignores, and it drives me nuts, is no one ever talks about projection in digital signage. I know at DSE, we were one of the only few that really used projection for signage. Projection is still a strong piece. I think I was reading an article not long ago that said still projection is like 20 to 30% of digital signage. Yet most people don't talk about it. Technologies that are coming out with solid state laser, that's going to help a lot more.
Is it because of the cost? Do you think there's a great advantage of projection because of the cost and the fact that you can have variable sizing? That's the advantage of it, or why do you think so heavily that there's a great opportunity in projection?
Projection gives you flexibility. If I have a wall and I can't hang a panel because it can't support that, that's a huge issue. But yet I want to have some type of content running on that. So variability on size, huge. Ease of installation, huge. Overall flexibilities. Now displays obviously have other benefits as well. You don't have to replace a lamp every so often. Projection still has a strong place in it, and you're going to see definitely at Infocom and future shows, I think even here at ISA and in E4, a lot more focus on projection for digital signage. You're going to see a lot more of the higher end, brighter projectors coming out for that space.
Yeah, and I've even seen some of the screen manufacturers specifically address it with screens specifically for digital signage. And what about future markets that we haven't even really thought about right now? What's on the horizon that we haven't even thought about applications for digital signage?
I think you've got to look within the vertical markets. Outdoor is going to continue to be a growth area. We're seeing more and more people focus on that. More and more of the interactive, so new ways of doing interactive, be it on the floor, be it on the wall, so things like that. From a vertical market perspective, I think transportation is going to have a huge refresh coming up. I mean, a lot of those airports have been out there for 5, 6, 7 years. Hospitality is going to continue to grow, especially in those hotel lobbies, because they got to continue to differentiate themselves. You're going to see, also I think when we look at transportation, it's the bus stops, those outdoor bus stops. There's got to be technology for that. Signage in the trains, location-based signage on trains. When they hit a certain stop, automatically triggers content so you know what's at that stop. So I think things like that are going to continue to grow. I think the other thing is getting that finer pixel pitch on LEDs are going to introduce a lot of new opportunities that we haven't even thought of yet.
Well, I mean, certainly paying attention to what NEC is doing is a key factor there, because NEC is definitely the leader in digital signage displays. You can check them out at necdisplay.com, and of course, you can just Google Rich Ventura. Rich has done a lot of digital signage installs, and I guess you're kind of the digital signage guru at NEC, right?
No, we got a lot of great people around digital signage. So I mean, there's the great thing about NEC is we're all here to help everyone, and we've got a lot of great knowledge. All of our sales reps are great gurus.
Well, good plug for them. But thanks for joining me today, and I appreciate you guys watching. Keep watching, because we're going to talk to a few other industry experts about their different roles in the market. And of course, digital signage is a key piece here because of the International Sign Expo that's going on. Thanks for watching. This is Gary Kayye. Have a great day.